Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Derek Carr. I'm here with my good friend Zach Ewing, who I've known for a long time with the Times-Picayune and NOLA.com, and we got a cool project that we're working on.
Now, I know Derek's new to New Orleans, but he's not joking. We actually have known each other for a long time, going back to Derek's high school days in California. And our project this year will be to bring you a weekly one-on-one exclusive interview between me and Derek, and you can only get the answers on NOLA.com or in that week's Advocate and Times-Picayune. So Derek, the idea of this is we get to ask you all tough questions. We get to ask you some easy questions. We'll ask you whatever we want, and hopefully the answers will be a little bit more in depth than they would be in a press conference setting. So let's get started. Let's do a little preseason Q&A here. Yep. What brought you to New Orleans? That's the question on everybody's mind.
You know, it's definitely the family atmosphere, not just inside the building, but everywhere around town. You know, when I came on my little visit, you know, when they didn't know if I was traded or not traded, all these kind of things, what was going to happen. The Southern hospitality that I was so used to in Houston and really in the Central Valley of California, you know, I just fell in love with the people of New Orleans. And I remember telling my wife, I was like, I want to win for these people. You know, I want to win for this community. And I fell in love.
That's convenient because that's what the people want too. So you're at a little bit of a crossroads in your career. I don't know that you thought you'd be with a new team even a year ago. So this is different. How have you adjusted and what are you really focused on in the offseason?
Well, it has been new. You know, I did not ever think this day would come, but it happens. You know, it's professional football. It's professional sports. It happens. And, you know, what an amazing situation that I was able to be a part of here, you know, and to be a part of this team. Although when I walk and I look down and there's gold on the ground, I think I'm in the wrong place. You know, I'm getting used to the gold. It's always been silver and black for me. But I think it was just the team, you know, just taking me in and saying, just be you. You know, I get to come in here and I don't have to create a culture. The culture's been created here for the last 20 years. You know, I get to come in and just step in and just be myself and try and be a great teammate and help serve any way that I can.
There's a little bit of a small world feel to this for you and I, for one thing, because we've known each other for a long time, and I really thought professionally, hey, I'm moving on, and Derek's where he is, and we're both happy. But also with you and DA, you and Coach Dennis Allen, he was the coach who drafted you with the Raiders. Never thought you might end up back with him, but how has that reunion worked out? You
know, what's cool is we've always, you know, kept in contact throughout the years. You know. Except when we were playing each other. You know, the only time we communicated then was after the game. But we'd always give him a hug and tell him thank you. Every time I saw him, thank you for giving me my chance. And to be able to be full circle now and with him, and neither of us at that moment thought that we would be here, you know, with the Saints 10 years later, you know, at different teams. But we're here, and it's an exciting thing for us to hopefully try and finish what we wanted to set out to do.
So we'll ask some of these big picture questions throughout the season. We're also going to ask some oddball questions just to let you get to know Derek better. Like, Derek, favorite food when you're celebrating a victory?
Oh, my favorite food, chicken nuggets. Like, that is
nuggets.
If I could have chicken nuggets and fries for the rest of my life, I would, but I wouldn't be a very good athlete if I did that.
What sauce are we ordering with it?
Barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's got to be barbecue.
Barbecue sauce. And if I'm trying to be a little cleaner, I guess, if that counts, like spaghetti meatball, a good spaghetti meatball, I'll eat that any day.
What's a food everybody else seems to like that you can't stand?
Oh, that's a good question. You know what? I don't like sweets, so I don't like cake. Like, my mom would force me to take a bite of my birthday cake. She's like, you have to. I was like, is this like some kind of sacrifice thing? Like, what are we doing?
So as a kid, you didn't like birthday cake either?
Didn't like it.
Wow.
I didn't like it, and she would always laugh at me, but she'd always make me take a little bite, but that's what a good mom does.
So we'll be waiting until the season starts to really get this going every week, and you can read it in the Times-Picayune, the Advocate, NOLA.com. Derek, tell us why you decided to do this. You're a busy man, especially during the season. What made you want to partner with us and let people get to know you a little better?
You know, I mean, one, it's a relationship, right? You know, we've known each other for years, and you know, what a great opportunity for you to help me and me to help you, like, get people to know us, you know, in this community, and really for you to help, you know, introduce me to people, you know, and so they can see me. You've known me since high school, you know, and you've seen me grow throughout the whole years and all these kind of things. So you have insight and questions that you can ask no one else can ask. And I think the faster that people can get to know me is, you know, I'm used to 9 years in one place, you know, and the faster that people can just get to know me and know my heart and know my why and why I'm trying to win and why I keep doing this and why I give the effort that I give and the time that I give, I just want, so when they see me walking around town, maybe they know me just a little bit better, or they know something about my family just a little bit more. So we can create that, dynamic, that family dynamic. We can be farther down the road rather than starting at square one.
Just so people know, the year I covered Derek in high school started with a game where Will Smith, Wayne Gretzky, and Joe Montana, I'm not lying, we're in attendance at a tiny little Christian school in Bakersfield, and it ended with a game in fog so thick you couldn't see across the field.
That's exactly
so
right.
We'll talk about all of that. We'll talk about his season with the Saints and everything in between. So Derek, excited to get started.
Yeah, can't wait, man. Thank you.
He's Derek Carr. You know him. I'm Zach Ewing. We'll see you during the season on NOLA.com.